Alright, back again, Luke here. And today we've got out the old SNES, and I figured we could put in this game here, Lagoon. So, let's pop this in and play some of that. Now, this game here is one of the launch titles, or one of the earlier releases for the old SNES. Figured we could give it a go. We'll let the intro roll through, not too long, but... Alright, so what we'll do here is start this up. Some of you may feel a bit of nostalgia here from this intro. Really classic game here. And at the beginning, by pressing the start button, you can continue off where you left off. Obviously, last time I played this one, I was still in Philip's Castle. But you can jump into a new game, which is fine. It won't erase your last game, or you can erase the game that's saved inside the cart. You can only save one game at a time, so what we'll do is just hit new game, and this won't hurt anything. It'll just play the new game unless you decide to save it. So, start it up here. Get a little bit of the background information. But this is one of those games that is just an absolute classic here. And for anybody who's a big fan of the Ys series, this is definitely one that's along those lines. But you just gotta love the music to it. Fantastic all-around game here. You can see we start off in our first city, and you'll go around the town talking to different people here to get some clues and some ideas as to where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do in the game. You'll notice that you start out with a very small amount of health here, so let's see. And I'll tell you about the problem with the city or what's happening throughout the world here. To talk to people, you'll just press the X button. And once you get weapons and things like that later, you can use some of the other buttons to equip those. Is this, let's see here, I think if you go up to the dog will bark. But the thing about this game here is that it will only allow you to progress if you've talked to the right people at the right time. If by any chance you skip over something, it won't progress and you'll think like, wow, I did something wrong. So, first of all, we're gonna exit out of the town here. This is one of my favorite games, just because of the music, everything when it first came out. It's about as easy as you can get. I just gotta figure out where the exit is here. Where is it? Oh, it's up above. If you try and go in and buy some of the different things, items at shops, it'll say like they're either not open or somebody has stolen all the items or something like that until you get to a certain point in the game or you complete a certain mission. Alright. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this one here, but let's see if we can do that. I think we gotta go to the church first. Here's the armory. Let's see. We'll buy a... Whoop. I didn't want to get out of that one here. If you accidentally press the X button, you'll wind up getting out of the shop here. Oh, we don't have enough cash. Yeah, we have to go to the church first. Wherever the church is. Here we go. And here's where you can get a little bit of the background information. But here's one of those examples. If you don't talk to everyone here, especially this guy, it won't allow you to progress, so I think I did it once just to skip over it. So yeah, if he doesn't say go and tell the cleric about it, then you can't progress on to the next step here. But this is one of those games that it's a little bit tricky to get into because one of the main reasons is by hitting the start button, you'll notice you have your items, magic, equip, and you have a save feature. Now the saves in this game are manual. You have to do manual saves. The good point of that is you can basically save anywhere at any point in time. But the bad thing is if you forget to hit the save at any point and you wind up dying, the last time where you hit save, or if you've never hit save, it'll take you back to that point or the beginning of the game, so. But the story moves along quite smoothly, and it is a lot of fun, definitely to get into here. So, go back out here and go to the old mayor's house, and he should be able to give us some cash. And we can use the cash to buy some items. That's the restaurant. Let's go down one more. But if you've played this before, you'll know how addictive this game can be. There's our gold. We'll go back up here and we'll get ourselves a sword, and I think we might be able to afford either a shield or some armor or something of the such. Potions, probably can't, yep, still can't get potions. See if I can find the weapon shop. But the game is really easy to get into. It's one of those things that does take a little bit of practice to get used to the fighting system, because your character will heal over time. It's just one of those things where you have to kind of like stick and move, stab a couple times and run away. And when you're playing the game here, like I am, you're probably bound to get lost or turned around. I have no idea how I have missed the shop. Where is it? Where's the shop? Can't remember where the shop is. I know people are like looking at this going, the shop's over there! You passed it 1,000 times! remember which side it's on. Nope. Alright, I will find it eventually. I suppose one of the other things about this game here, trying to find where the shop is, can be a bit of a challenge in itself. Where is it? Unbelievable. Guess I'm just gonna have to keep walking around here until I can find the shop. I think the worst part about this is that, you know... Ah, there it is, jeez. I probably walked by that about 4 times. Wasn't even looking. Short sword. Ah, I did it again. Let's try this one more time. Pick up the short sword. And let's try and pick up the bandit armor. I don't think... I think that's all. So now that we have everything here, what we're going to do is start it up. We'll go down to our equip button. And to equip, or to get into the menu here, we just press A. Then we'll press over to the right, down on the D-pad, over to the right, down on the D-pad, and over to the right. And what this will do is it'll give us everything equipped. Now we'll be able to back out of this by pressing X. And you can see now we have our shield. So we're ready to go. And in the town here you can't fight, so... let's go out of the town and try and give this a shot. And once you have everything equipped, then you can finally go up here and the guards will move out of the way and allow you to go into the castle here. But once again, in order to fight these enemies without dying, you'll notice we have just a little bit of health. If we press the start button here, you can see the experience. We have 1 of 10 before we get our next level up. In order to fight here, you have B button. Some enemies here, especially these older ones, or these larger ones, will move around so much that it's hard to avoid sometimes. So the hit detection will drive you mad. Right there. But eventually what you want to do is work yourself up to enough health to where you can kind of walk around and destroy enemies quite easily. And once you get your health up high enough, then you can go and defeat some of the bosses. Obviously, you can go in and try and defeat the bosses at earlier stages. I mean, even at this stage, we could probably, with a little bit more into the storyline here, go and try and fight one of the bosses. But by doing so, you'll see there it's kind of taking a bit of damage, but by walking away, we get our health filled. But if we went and tried to fight one of the bosses right now, we'd get destroyed. But lots of mazes, lots of caverns around here. You don't have to fight these guys, but eventually you're going to have to build up enough experience points, so it's a good idea to start at an earlier stage. Ooh, I almost died there. Let's see. Well, we got one more point here, and then we'll get a bit of a health boost. At the beginning, the health increase by about 5 times. So you'll see like it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it 4 or 5? I'm not sure. But now our health is up a little bit more. We can also jump in the game here by pressing the A button, which you'll need to do in some sections. I think it's interesting that they put that in there, but to go over some broken bridges and areas that have kind of holes in the ground, you'll need to use that because, once again, the game, it's kind of evil. It'll leave holes in the ground, and if you walk over it, the game doesn't say that that's like a blocked off area. it'll let you walk over it, and if you die, once again, you start off at the last point that you saved, and if you didn't save it, then you just die. So, but nonetheless here, just want to share with you guys a little bit of a look at what Lagoon looks like for the SNES. And it's a personal favorite here. It's one that does take a little bit of time to get into, but once you do get into it, if you're a fan of the Ys games, this is one that you haven't played, I think it would be definitely one that you can enjoy. But nonetheless, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. I think the first boss that you fight too is Samson, and he's kind of trapped away in the tower. I think he's trapped away behind a door with a lock on it. And once you rescue the main character here, the missing character, then you can fight him. Different items along the way here. So, well, I should probably kill these guys first, or else they'll kill me while I'm trying to open the box. And to open up the treasure chests, you just want to press Y. And you will find yourself getting hit in a lot of cases, but like I said, since it does heal you over time, it's nothing too drastic. As long as you don't get hit by something really powerful right off the bat. I think we got a little bit of power here. We should be able to kind of sneak around and possibly make it into the next area. Let's see if we can go and rescue our beloved character here. And these maps the game will test you too. It'll have missions where, like this one, you have to get a character, save somebody, and then lead them to the front door, or find your own way out. This is where they ramp it up a little bit more. I think where is it? They'll start introducing some skeletons, which are a bit more powerful and take quite a lot of damage. So if they hit you. But this is one of those games where it does take some time to build up your character, and then afterward you can use what you've gained. Yeah, these guys are not easy to destroy. At least in the first stages here. Let's just see if we can go and rescue our guy and get him out. Yeah, if you guys have stuck on this long, then excellent, and hopefully get a little bit of enjoyment out of this one. And if you haven't played it, maybe give it a shot. Let's see here. I've got to figure out which way to go. This whole place is just like one big maze, so. This might be the... Nope, that's not the right way either. Wow, trying to figure this one out. It's not up there. Is it over this way? Or does this way lead us to the same spot? I am not not sure. Let's see. But it does have its share of areas to explore here. I think this is probably the same place where I was last time. Yeah, I don't... Okay, well, there's a treasure chest. But yeah, this is definitely one of those games where it does take quite a bit of time here, especially in this case, to try and figure out where everything is. The different areas here, especially getting up to the next floor or getting up to the next section that you have to go to. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this just a little bit, and a little bit entertaining for you. If you have a chance to pick this one up, it's still quite reasonable. This is one of those games that hasn't shot up in price as quickly as some other games, but it's definitely one that is worth a playthrough if you get the chance. But once again, thanks again for watching, and see you guys here soon. Let's see. I think what we can do too is where is it? Minutes is not enough for this this game at all. Oh, there's another treasure chest. Is it? We've got about maybe 2 minutes here before my camera dies as well, so let's hope that we can find something in the next couple of minutes. There we go. Now the question is, can we get there before the camera dies? We can. Can we get him and escape before the camera dies? Come on. I don't think we're going to be able to. Actually, he walks so slowly. The healing pot. Now I think there it is, finally. Alright, now you have to wait for him to follow you, which is going to be impossible here, guys, so nonetheless, we'll see you again soon.